Hello, everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing character. Today, came back over to Belaya. Did things a little bit different than I have been. You may notice my food is low. I logged in a few minutes ago and then took the dog out. I did catch a 438-gram brown trout and then the small grayling you just saw there. But today, I've got full fluorocarbon on the rod. So I had some 10 kilo fluorocarbon, and I actually had 96 meters of it because I've made some leaders with it, and I can only fit 88 meters on this rod. So I've got full fluorocarbon line. I do have a leader on. I've thought about taking it off because it really shouldn't matter at this point, but decided to come here and do some fishing for hopefully brown trout and grayling. So we're over here at 7137, pretty common spot. Casting right off the side of the rock there. I've got a 35 retrieval speed, and right now doesn't look like I'm going to catch anything in this cast. Got a few things last minute here, right in this general vicinity, but not on that cast. So goal is to hopefully grab some decent fish. I am going to back my retrieval speed down to 25. That's where I like to be. 35 just feels a little too fast. So we'll cast out. We'll let it sink for a second. I do have the Spiker 18 on here, like I usually do. And we'll hopefully get some decent brown trout. Or at least some decent fish. I'd actually started looking at things and planned out doing a float fishing episode until I went to log in and realized I did a float fishing episode yesterday. So, because you would the state my brain's in, it has been a long day. I had meetings from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. straight, scheduled meetings. So it's been a long day, and I've got to start at 7:30 in the morning tomorrow, and have meetings until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So you wonder why I never get anything done at times. It's because I'm on meetings all day long. It is what it is. I'll go ahead and cast out again. It's pretty active at night here, so I cast out a couple times. And every cast I got a fish, and then the dog told me he needed to do what a dog does, and I'm glad he did. So I went and escorted him outside for a few minutes, gave him some time to run around crazy. He's now sleeping on the floor. Happy dog. Looks like we got a small grayling here. Might be a marker, but I kind of doubt it. Just barely. 4.99. Today's goal is just let's see what we can get, and we'll go from there. I did not have to buy the fluorocarbon line. I already had it, so we were able to save some silver. I was thinking about buying it, and luckily when I went to buy it, it showed I already had a set of it. So that's a decent brown trout. Except for it was a decent pike. Not what I expected to see. Looks like clouds moving in. Or a UFO, one or the other. Come on, fish. I do have the bottom rods cast out. Guess I should probably say that in case they start jingling. Got them both off to the side of me. Neither one of them have a clip on, and they are both having big hooks. They both have size 1 hooks, and I've got doink that right off the rock. Uh, they both have night crawlers on, hoping for some burbot overnight, and I'm just going to leave them in there during the day. bouncing the lure off the rock is a good way to kind of wear it out a little bit, so be careful about doing that. Come on, fish. Still amazed we never got a trophy here at Belaya with how many fish we caught here. At least a trophy spin fish. I think we got a trophy rough here. 778 gram last minute grayling. Nice fish. Did it actually tell how many fish we've gotten at a certain water body? I don't think it does. Nope. Was worth a try looking. I don't see anything. I got a fish on. Just sitting there in the water. Small chub. That's a good name. I fish a lot. Ooh, this is a good fish. This is a small taimen. I just saw it jump there. I didn't actually see what it was, though. Looks like a big old brown trout. Yep, it's a big old brown trout. 1.712, 4,500 XP. Nice fish. Nice fish indeed. I will take that any day of the week. I did not look at cafe orders or anything before getting started today. This felt like a brown trout day. Especially when I spent 20 minutes looking through VK for options, found a good float fishing option, and then realized it wasn't a float day. I wasn't in the mood to go back through VK or some of the other sources. Another decent brown trout here. 658 gram brown trout, 1700 XP. Come on, fish. Come on, fishy fish. Give me a big fish. 9 minutes in, or Not 10 fish in. Come on, brain. Let's wake up. 10 minutes in, 9 fish so far, even though I caught a couple of them before we got started. That was more of a struggle than it should have been to say. That's how I know my brain's not working well. Not looking forward to the 7:30 in the morning phone call I gotta hop on. It's usually about the time my alarm goes off. There's a small fish. Probably a marker, though. We'll see. For those who don't know what I mean by marker, that's just the green check mark on the fish. It is a brown trout, so this is a decent fish. That just means the fish is of a certain size, and the way I look at it, it's kind of legal to keep, and it's worth significantly more silver, usually 6 to 20 times more silver as a non-marker. So it's that green check mark. Some people will call it flags, some people will call it markers, some people will call them tagged. And then you can get trophies, which are worth even more. They're a kind of gold crown thing, or gold star. And then rare trophies are very, very rare. I think I've only caught one of them, maybe two of them in my days. And I've been fishing here for 5 years, off and on. So I've got a level 30 something character. I've got this one at 26. I've got my float character at 24. I've got a couple of kind of play accounts as well. So I've got a lot of fish. Come on, fish. Looks like it's mainly me and Dante Bigums here. It's a decent name. I was happy about being 9 fish in 10 minutes. Now we're 10 fish in 13 and a half minutes, so it's slowed down. Phantom Banser? Answer? Phantom 3 Answer? That's a hard name to try and pronounce. With a decent grayling there. Come on, fish. Give me a good fish. Come on, fish. Checking a quick message. Not catching fish anyway. Come on, fish. There's a fish. Come on, fishy fish. Give me good fish. Not those little dinky ones we've been seeing. Was a very nice day. It's 77 degrees out there today. Low 80s for a high. Just a bit weird for this time of year. A little bit warmer than normal, but I'm okay with that. No rain or anything like that. Got to go take the four-legged thing for a couple of good walks. He was happy. Honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich. That's a good name. It's got a catch a white bream? Yeah. Not what I expected to see. But I'll take it. Looks like a decent brown trout. Maybe not a marker though. No, just a little bit smaller than one. Come on, fish. Here's a fish. That's a good one. At least I think it is. Or was that a chub? Nope. A little bit of smaller one than I thought it was. At least I'm catching fish. See what happens if we take the leader off. We shouldn't need it since we're full fluorocarbon. So fluorocarbon is the thickest of all the line, but it's also the least visible of all the line. Braided is the thinnest of all the line, so you can put more of it on your reel, but it's also the most visible to fish in the water. Monofilament's kind of the middle ground. A lot of folks, including some of the devs, recommend using monofilament. I tend to use braided myself personally, but you read, I think it's Levo, if I remember the name correctly. He's got a great guide on rod wear and things like that. And his recommendation is always to use monofilament. I've always wanted to try to get the most line on possible. So you can look at the line. So if you're looking at a reel, it'll give you there when you look at line capacity, it'll show you 0.2 millimeter line. This reel can hold 166 meters. 0.24, it'll hold 123. 0.26, it'll hold 1.33. And if you look at the fluorocarbon, line I'm using, it's 0.44 or 0.42 millimeters. So it is pretty thick line. Almost double the size of those values. So that's why we only have 88 meters of line, which seems like a lot of fishing line to me. So 88 meters is what, 250 plus feet? Almost a football field. Maybe even more. 88 times 3 is 240, 264. So pretty close. Oh, don't do this to me. Good. I hate snags. Especially since I've been fishing this exact spot for as long as I have and not gotten one. There's a fish. Small brown trout. Having to respond to a quick message. Come on, fish. You're fishy, fishy, fishy. And nothing on that cast. Nothing on my voice left either, evidently. Not sure why it wanted to go away there. Come on, fishy fish. Again, nothing. Not seeing a lot in chat either, so. It's a weird time for a fish to bite a night crawler. I wonder what that is. Almost too early for burbot. Burbots are usually night fish. Tiny brown trout. that a perch? I think it is a perch. 294 gram perch. That makes a little more sense. Come on, fish. There's a fish. Doesn't look like anything super important though. $290 perch. Was not anything super important. 17 fish in, we'll say 27 minutes. Not super impressive. A lot of we got a couple of decent fish, but a lot of small fish like this one. I'm not even gonna look at that one. Looked like it was a 300 gram grayling. Wasn't even a marker at all. Wasn't close. Actually, it was closer than I thought it was if it was a 300 gram grayling, to be honest. But here we go. Another decent fish. Probably 600 to 700 grams. It's a brown trout like it looks like. $1.173. A lot better than I thought it was. 3100 XP. Not bad. Our second over 1 kilo brown trout. Dog scratching. Jingling his collar. Shaking. You won't come up? And jumping up on the couch in 3, 2, 1. There he is. That's a good name. I fish a lot. Come on, fish. Oh, they're just scratching my forehead and my chest popped. Oh. I don't know if that came through the microphone or not. It was loud for me, but chest, my shoulder popped at the same time. Go ahead and cast that one out. Gotta do something real quick here. Got that done. It all tabbed out for a second. Had a small pop up that popped up that I needed to get rid of. Evidently, I left the Xbox app running. I do have Game Pass, and I usually kill off the application after I look. I just forgot to kill it. But it popped up something, y'all couldn't see it, and surprisingly, it didn't make noise. Last time it did. Come on, big fishy. Come on, fish. Do a couple of speed ups. See if that helps. And if you don't know what speed up happens with. So when you're reeling in, I'll show you on the next cast, hopefully. Actually, hopefully not, because that means I have a fish on. I'll cast out and let it sink for a second. And I'll start reeling in. Usually about the third second. You hold shift, you'll reel in twice as fast, and it says speed up. And that'll only go for a little bit because you can't consistently speed up. And yes, I could increase the retrieval speed and get it as well too. And the fact that I'm reeling upstream, so the river is going right to left here. It's going south to north. So I'm getting a little bit of boost there as well too. There's a decent grayling. But over a kilo? It is 1.157. And speed up can boost attractiveness of the lure. It's hit or miss, from my opinion. A lot of times, if you're looking at like VK or the Russian Fishing for Discord, what I'm doing right now is just considered a straight retrieval. So I'm not holding shift. I'm just doing a straight retrieval at 25. 25? Yeah, 25 retrieval speed. So I'm just holding left click and consistently reeling in at the same speed. With some of the other lures, you can get jig where you do a couple spins, wait 2 seconds. Some people call it ghost jigging with a spinner because you cannot get jigging to show up. Walking the dog, there's twitching, there's a couple of different options as well. Come on, fish. Seen bite rates are picking up for a little bit for a lot of people. Hopefully we're included in that here in a second. I untangle my beard. That's a nice char there. That's numbers just cut. 6.7 kilo char. No wonder that one was a global weekly record. Notice it is starting to get a little cloudy out there. We'll see if that helps things. Going into nighttime. Come on, fish. Great, it's gonna thunderstorm. Some nice rain. I may end up cutting things short. I don't want to fish in the rain. So I think this is going to be the last cast. This was not at all on the weather. It was on there for tomorrow, but not for today at all. Yeah, well. Go ahead and reel these in. Nothing good there. All right. Looking at the cafe. Nothing. We didn't get a trophy perch. No Xanders. 78 silver, not too bad for 38 minutes. Couple of decent double-digit fish, I bet. Yeah. 3 double-digit, almost a fourth there. And the top 4 fish are... Am I doing the math right? Was that 50? 61 of the 78 silver are the top 4 fish. Then you look at the bottom 9 that are non-markers, they're all half a silver. This one marker perch is worth the same price as all of these non-markers. Is what it is there. But I'll take 78, almost 79 silver. So hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back in tomorrow over on the float character, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye now.